Oh man, goddamn guys, goddamn.
Oh man. Oh man. It's getting old, man. It's getting old.
It is, dude.
It's getting
It
old.
it, it is, man. You just you like one. You again every time you give them an inch, they take a mile every single time.
Oh man. You know, how this company. Well, they went to they jeez, dude. They went to Chicago tonight and they decided to put on a show, if you can say, for Chicago. Um they did nothing but go with the wrong decision, but instead use our guy to mask the heat for it, in my opinion.
100%.
Um man, they to me played it safe, and again used our guy to mask the heat that they should have gotten on this night. Um I don't know, man. Getting old. It's getting old, bro.
It's it it's getting old. Their tactics are like so obvious. Fans are really happy right now, and those same fans are gonna be really mad at the end of SummerSlam when the same old person is victorious at SummerSlam, probably.
More than likely, bro. More than likely. All I know is your boy is owed an apology, bro. Your boy is owed an apology. I said on the fucking Night of Champions review, I did not see Sami Zayn making it to SummerSlam as WWE champion. I was called crazy. I was told, what do you mean? SummerSlam's only a month away. And guess
9 days.
what? Here we are. 9 fucking days after that.
9 days, man. They couldn't even give him 2 weeks with a title, man. You were right. 9 days after, he's already off of him. Punk beat him, and we're getting just the exact program we thought we were gonna get at SummerSlam with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Jeez. What a joke. What a joke.
Such a joke, man. Gotta, you're right, man. Like he they did it's essentially the same thing as Cody beating him, which I don't get why fans don't realize, man. It's all for the same thing. Whether Cody beat him, whether Punk beat him, it's all for the same thing. For the fans, it feels kind of like a softer blow now. But
Yes.
again, wait till SummerSlam, man. Just wait till SummerSlam and wait till that program really starts. And if I'm a predicting man, it's not going to be as good of a program as people think it's going to be with Punk and Cody, and they're all going to hate it, and they're all going to be mad that Sammy got buried, and it's going to be the same circle of shit that we always go through.
Yes. Yes, it is, bro. Again, what it. Dude, I had a feeling as soon as they said Cody Rhodes is taken out of the building, he's not gonna be here or whatever. I was like,
Hmm.
okay. I knew immediately they're gonna do a fucking mystery opponent, or they're gonna do the whole thing where it's like Cody's not here, but we still need a main event, and that is literally
What
exactly
happened?
word for word, bro, bar for bar, what went down on the show. Punk came out, and again, to me, I'm happy for Punk. I'm happy for Punk, man. I mean, he's one of my goats, and I am happy for him. But all this was a fucking band-aid over the blow that we were all gonna get tonight, which was
Mhm.
Cody Rhodes taking the championship off of Sami Zayn. But I think Triple H isn't that dumb. To he like Gotti says, bro, that would have been straight career suicide for Cody Rhodes had he walked in there and just beat Sami Zayn clean tonight. So what did they do? they still let you punch Sami in the face, but they just put a fucking they just put a boxing glove on. It still fucking hurts. Okay, it's just there's a glove on, so it's a little bit better than a bare knuckle fucking blow. But they still fucking socked Sami in the face tonight, and I think that's what they did. And again, they played they played the Chicago crowd like a fiddle. The
Hmm.
Chicago crowd is always gonna pop for CM Punk, and I'm not gonna blame them for that.
Yeah.
They're always gonna pop for Punk. I pop for Punk. Punk is one of our guys, but at the end of the day, I could see very obviously what is going on here. And just wait. Now that Sami Zayn is out of the title picture, I don't know if they're going to work him out of the title picture by maybe a triple threat or a rematch at Saturday night's main event with maybe Gunther, Sami, or maybe another Punk and Sami match. Either way, we're gonna get to SummerSlam, and either Punk or Cody's gonna come out of that, and then we're on the road to Money in the Bank, and I can guarantee you the title's gonna flip flop between them. I would not doubt it if Cody Rhodes walks out of SummerSlam in a month, a little under a
Hmm.
month, with that championship, so Punk can win Money in the Bank, win it back, and then Cody can get a chamber win or a fucking Royal Rumble or vice versa. Either way, or Punk can get the Rumble win or the chamber win. Either way, these two are gonna flip flop the championship until WrestleMania. I can almost guarantee it, bro. And maybe for the sake of not burying Gunther in the middle of that, maybe we'll get a Gunther here damn title reign. But either way, this is going to be largely revolved around Cody Rhodes and CM Punk until WrestleMania, and it's going to suck. It's going to suck. Let me tell you right now, dude, if Roman Reigns and CM Punk couldn't put on that fucking compelling of a feud, Cody Rhodes does not stand a chance, bro. He doesn't.
Oh,
He
he
doesn't.
doesn't. I don't know what people think this program is going to be. It's not going to be what they say it's going to be. It's going to be incredibly underwhelming. It's going to be like we keep saying, bro, two Chads having a chat off and trying to
Yes.
be the top baby face at the same time against each other. It's not going to go well, man. And at SummerSlam, I really wouldn't doubt if Cody walks out champ. And again, even if he doesn't, he's going to lose it at some point. Cody's going to regain it, and either way, we're getting it both at SummerSlam and WrestleMania, which is wild to me, man, wild to me. And they're gonna waste Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, something on that program, and that's fully what I expect. And like you said, I wouldn't be shocked with a Gunther here damn title reign in there, and I wouldn't be shocked with a Randy here damn title reign
Ah,
somewhere in there. I could see both. I could, especially SummerSlam has two outcomes for me. Cody wins, and Punk, goes on to get back to the title with Money in the Bank or whatever, or Punk wins because of Randy, and we get a side Cody and Randy feud to distract Cody for the time being. Either way, we all know that there's like five different options, four different options of what's going to happen, and none of it is really that good.
no, it's not, man. And again, I truly, God, I can't wait to see how all this plays out, man. Because I really have I really have a feeling we're on the right side here, and the
Hmm.
things we are saying are more than likely going to happen, bro. And again, for the love of God, for the sake of SmackDown, I hope it's interesting. I hope this feud with Punk and Cody Rhodes is interesting. At the end of the day, again, I'll say it again, dude. If a feud with Roman and Punk did not interest me, and if that feud, of all feuds, managed to get boring, because of lack of bringing things up or whatever their problem was, I can almost guarantee you a feud with Cody Rhodes, bro. We're talking about Cody Rhodes here. This man is the king of talking about nothing, and
Hmm.
as of late, so is Punk. So what do you think that's gonna be, bro? What do you think that's
Whole
gonna
lot of
be?
nothing.
They're gonna talk about a whole lot of nothing, bro. Um, I don't know, bro. Dude, God, this stuff is getting old, man. Again, and WWE. they do this whole thing in Chicago so they can get a great crowd reaction, and they can post it on their social media and say, look at how awesome we're doing, and we had this awesome moment with Punk and yada yada yada. Again, they use CM Punk because they know no matter what, CM Punk is going to get a great crowd reaction, especially in Chicago. They use
Yeah.
that to their advantage tonight, and yeah, again, I for sure am owed an apology for this, bro. I am owed a fucking
100%.
apology for this, dog. Um, this is ridiculous, bro. How the fuck how I said that, and it genuinely, like, leave it to Triple H. Leave it to
For
Triple
that
H
to
for
happen.
that to fucking actually come true. 9 days later,
And,
they take the title off Sammy, bro. I am
mm,
fucking owed an apology, dude. He would not make it to SummerSlam as the champion, like I fucking said. Please, bro.
literally wouldn't. And like we thought, he's probably gonna lose it at MSG or something. Dude, 9 days. He went a single week of television as a champion just for the next week for him to lose, man. Again, you use Punk as the deflector. People are gonna cheer for him, no shit. And he's back. He's probably about to be moved to SmackDown on Friday. And here begins the Cody and Punk stuff, man. And I don't care about it. I really don't. And the worst part is, Sammy's probably not even gonna be on SummerSlam. What is there for Sammy to do? Gunther's gonna face all this. They were even promoting that more tonight. So who on earth what on earth is Sami Zayn gonna do at SummerSlam? What on earth? Nothing. Do you leave him off the show? That'll be fucking wild. But I don't know what else you could do with him. I really don't.
Well, the one thing I thought of is the Gunther match, and that sort of kind of moves off of a prayer, and that's kind of just praying for, I guess in Sammy's case, that they pump fake with Aldis again, because they pump fake with Aldis all the
They
time.
did do that before.
Um,
Yeah.
they did it with Orton. They did it with fucking. I think they even had him bicker with Kevin Owens before. They've had him bicker with Roman Reigns. You know what I mean? They've had him bicker with Drew. They've had him bicker with Gunther. So it's like Drew and Gunther, I guess, so far have been the most they've really kind of pump faked him. For Sammy's case, he better hopes they pump fake again, or else,
Mhm.
yeah, he's probably not going to be on SummerSlam. And God fucking forbid he doesn't get on SummerSlam because Gunther's too busy with Royce fucking Keys.
You
Okay?
know, maybe Sammy can get Royce Keys, bro. Because
That sounds worse.
Royce Keys is against the bloodline, and Sammy's the honorary oos. Huh? Huh? Have something there, man? Sammy versus Royce Keys. I think I'm cooking here with that one, man.
I would rather
Um,
I would rather Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu continuing to give me fucking warehouse job lore that they used to give us on SmackDown. Yeah, man, we used to work 12 hours in the workhouse together, in the warehouse together. I don't give a fuck. What?
shit, what are you talking about, man? That's a whole, and like we're just talking about the main event of tonight, and while that happened, the rest of Raw was equally, if not more, cheeks. That shit was horrible. Up
Listen,
and down, left to right, all around 360. That shit sucked.
I gotta
It
say,
sucked.
at least they gave us a lot to talk about. I can't say it's good, but it's a
They
lot to
did.
talk about.
They did.
Because
Dude, that
half this
shit. I'm,
show,
I'm,
half this show, I'm
mhm.
just like, oh man. I'm like, brother, what is
Like, bro, the beginning intro
fuck?
happened, and then the first segment happened, and then the second big segment happened. I was like, oh my god, they did it. They fucking did it, man. Oh man, how is Seth one of the better things on the show every week at this point? What happened? What happened? What the fuck happened, brother? This come from me.
I'm I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked. I can't lie. That first segment, I wasn't really messing with Rollins' part.
I was fucking with Knights mainly,
Yes,
but he was there.
that's yeah, yeah. Rollins
He
was
was there. He was there, I guess. Kinda.
Yeah, I mean,
It was really LA Knight.
it was really the same shit from last week. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't fucking with what Rollins was saying at all. Once LA Knight came out, I was like,
And he said
okay.
what we've been saying. I don't know
Oh,
if he's
dude,
watching us. He's got to
absolutely.
be.
Well, he got punished for it at the end of the show, but you know,
He did. He did. He got
it couldn't
punished
last
by
too
the.
long. But yeah,
Oh man.
from the beginning with Rollins, I'm just like, oh man. And then LA Knight came out, kind of saved the night for me a little bit, and then Rollins spoke again. Um,
There's a whole bunch of
the
generic babyface
fucking
stuff.
the fucking the big reveal, man. I can't wait to get to it, bro. We'll get to it in a little bit, bro. But
God, I
um,
love that.
but
It's the
dude,
pressure.
it's the pressure, bro. He finally realized the pressure of putting it down, I guess, bro. I don't know.
He put it down, I guess. Oh
Man,
man.
absolutely fucking terrible. Um, so, correct. Yeah, Gotti, that was really the only part. For me, other than him kind of bringing up the whole that one line where he said like the bullshit made him want to puke or something like that. Other than that, to me, I was just like, can you fucking get it over with the Shield lore? Like, there
Or you
was
don't want
three
to
of
shoot one?
us. Yeah, I know. I literally watched you guys debut. And as a matter of fact, Seth, where's the other guy that you want to bring up so much? Is it like where is
Where
he?
is he? Where
Where's
is he?
this other guy, Rollins? That there was three of us.
There
Okay,
was three.
okay. Well, I see two guys feuding. Where's the third guy? Who is he? What was his name? You weren't afraid
I
to
think he's
mention his fucking name before.
I think his old pal is gonna make up and be for and get see again a Mr. Great White Shark Man, and that excites me personally.
I don't know who you're talking about, man. Can't
Oh,
think of
you
who you're
know.
talking about.
Oh, you know, man.
Can't think,
But
dude.
man, Raw was just horrible.
Yeah, was it Dean?
Indeed, something. It might have been. Was it
Man,
yeah, man, I forgot his name. Was it Ambrose something? Ambrose Dean, something like that. I don't remember.
Shield lore, bro. I love it. I fucking love it.
You just
Shield.
wait till we get the bloodline side of the hatred between those two next week.
Oh my god, I created
Because
you.
yeah, I
And
created you, and I caused the bloodline, and the bloodline terrorized me. Oh, fucking A, dude. Fucking A. Can we just end? Can we just end this shit?
um, bro, Gotti.
Got it, man.
I see Sir K's alluding to it, bro. I think Sir K's alluding to it, man. I think, look, man. Gotti says it, bro. He says we didn't even get to talk about Sheamus yet. So sad. Not gonna lie, love Sheamus, man, bro. God, that I read that and I was just like, wow, like this is this is ridiculous at this point. Like what stuff like that, and then they give us shows like this. It's just like, man, I like what is this company gonna look like if like your older guys, even if they're mid card guys like Sheamus, bro, are just like thrown to the wolves when they get old. You just like throw them away like fucking garbage. Like I don't know, man. Asking asking Sheamus for a pay cut is one thing that is criminal in itself. But then obviously he denies it, which is his fucking right. So you just say, okay, well, we're just gonna get rid of you. Like, man, way to throw him away like garbage after fucking 19 years of service, man. That's how you do him. That's how you do him, man. Incredible story. Dude literally is from fucking Dublin, Ireland. Fucking chase WWE as a dream, bro. Accomplished that shit. Became a fucking a Grand Slam champion. Sheamus is an absolute goat. He's always been one of my favorites since I was a fucking kid. Always been a favorite in my household, bro. Shout out to my sister, bro. My sister, I don't know if you know this, Sir K was a fucking huge Sheamus mark, bro. She
It's
fucked with
hilarious.
Sheamus, bro. Sheamus and Randy Orton were like her dudes, bro.
It's fucking
But
hilarious.
uh,
Sheamus of
uh
all people.
dude, I don't know where, I don't, dude. She was fucking Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Ted Jr. Dude,
Goat. That's the real goat.
oh, bro. Oh God, yeah, I did him dirty. I just called him a Grand Slam champion, didn't I? Oh, that stings. That's the part
Should
that
be.
fucking stings. He should, yes. Which is what I was gonna fucking mention next. Um, the amount of incompetence that you never gave him that IC title. Rollins was talking about what was he talking about tonight? Bullshit that wanted to make him puke. That wants to make me
Yep.
puke a little bit. Just a little bit.
No, I want to make you a lot of it, man. That's so bullshit. It's so stupid, man. Sheamus is amazing. Never got the fucking IC title he deserves, man. And I don't know what like they expect for the future to think about. Like, man, you got people like Sheamus, the New Day, probably the Miz up next. To be honest, all probably gonna be leaving. Why would anybody young truly invest to be here long term, man? Why would they not be thinking about Hollywood, other companies, other endeavors? Besides this, man, you're actively like working for a reason, not for people not to like fully invest working for your company and truly like going to work that people used to do for this company. You're asking for that, man. I don't get it. I think they're doing these people very bogus, and I think I do see some type of TKO or WWE regime change the next few years, man. I really do. And whenever that happens, whoever is in charge of that is gonna have to do so much fucking repairs to relationships from this company's time right around now. It's gonna be insane, bro. It's gonna be insane.
I really hope it happens. It needs to happen again, man. A guy like Sheamus, bro. A guy who's always been serviceable. One of the only guys on your fucking show that actually resembles like a pro wrestler. Like he's not one of
Hmm.
these like bullshit fucking catchphrase characters, these stupid gimmicks you create. Like Sheamus is just one of those guys. Like they always say there's something on the show for everybody. Sheamus is one of those guys that's like he's on the show for your hardcore fans because like your hardcore fans love him or your long tenured fans like us. We've fucking watched him for damn near our whole fucking lives. We respect Sheamus, we love Sheamus, and then for your hardcore audience, bro, or your people that, maybe like, to watch wrestling for like good matches. He was one of those guys, man. So
Hmm.
like it's again, man, it's just like and they don't let a lot of people go out there and do the shit that Sheamus used to do. So who is wrestling? Who's working for that genre now? Who?
Yeah,
Sami Zayn?
keep on running.
Gable, yeah, Gable that they fucking tried to give him a fucking stupid catchphrase now, but he's one
Keep
of them
on
too.
running.
Yeah, keep on fucking running away. Oh my god, man. Dude, it's so fucking sad, man. It's so sad to see, bro, but it sucks. He's obviously still out with an injury and obviously he ain't coming back. But fella, I think we'll see you very soon, and I think we all know where. I think
I
we're
think
gonna
we
be.
do.
They're gonna fucking love him over there. Let me fucking tell you,
Oh,
they're making me
dude.
AEW shooter again. Is what they're fucking doing. They're going to fucking.
Dude,
They're gonna fucking love him over there, bro. Literally,
I've
dude.
already seen all the tweets for all the matchups, all the fucking possibilities. You know how many Sheamus versus AEW name match I've seen
Sheamus
the
versus
last
Jake
2 days?
Doyle, bro.
Dude, he's like one of the top people I see, bro.
Yeah,
Again,
Sheamus, Jake
don't know
Doyle.
what their obsession with him is. I really don't. But, dude, give it to me, man. Bring back the bar. Come on, that's just, brother. Bringing back the bar. That's just that's right in your face, man. Either way, whatever Sheamus does, man, I'm gonna be there to watch him, man. Cause Sheamus is just that guy, man. He truly is a beast.
Bro, I literally sent you guys a post today. Somebody already made 14 AEW matches they would like to see with Sheamus in them. Sheamus versus Brody King, Sheamus versus Darby Allin, Sheamus versus John Moxley, Sheamus versus Konosuke Takeshita, Sheamus versus Kyle Fletcher, Sheamus versus Kyle
Yeah.
O'Reilly, Sheamus versus Speedball, Sheamus versus Roger Strong, Sheamus versus Tommaso Ciampa, Sheamus versus Roosh, Sheamus versus Samoa Joe, The Bar versus the Young Bucks, The Bar versus FTR, and last but certainly not least, the greatest one of all, Sheamus versus Jake Doyle.
Dude, I've seen that in images. I've seen that in tweets. They are fucking fiending for the Jake Doyle match.
Where does it? Where does
What
this
is
come
their
from,
obsession?
bro?
I don't know what their obsession is with Jake Doyle, man. But they fucking love him, I guess. And I think they will love Sheamus, man. I think they really will.
Yes, they're going to fucking love him over there, dude. Legitimately, a work rate guy that
Hmm.
is about to probably go to the work rate company, and my lord, he's going to be a stud. He's going to be an absolute
Oh,
stud over there. But just sad, dude. Absolutely sad. Again, I don't like getting older in WWE. It's just like to the older guys that have done so much, and maybe you're not at the top of a card, or maybe you're a bit older and you don't draw money like CM Punk. This is what you have to worry about. After you gave your life, your time, you spent so much fucking time away from your family, for them to do you like that at the end,
is insane, man.
man.
Insane. Being a lifer used to mean you got this for life. You got
Yeah.
some type of steady income for life. That was the point of being a lifer, man. And they literally, those don't exist no more, man. Those don't exist. So it's sad to see, bro. It really is. And man, that's heartbreaking that he never got that IC title, man. Truly, especially with the possibility of Gable getting it. We could have got Sheamus and Gable for the
Oh,
IC title at some point, man. I hate that bolt Nazi. I hate him.
he's the fucking worst, man. He irks me so much. He truly does. But how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of NHP Unscripted. This is episode 307, and if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works. Every Monday after Raw, we're on here with Unscripted. Every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, we're on here with the news. And for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW, we're live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review. Speaking of which, the next time we will be live is in 20 days with AEW Redemption. So, yeah, that is that. And with that being said, yes, if you guys also did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, you guys can now watch that on all platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live every every Friday at 3 p.m. Central. Oh, sorry, for the news, man. So, also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, where you can find the slept on since 2020 design, as well as all the other OG designs live on there as we speak. Again, that is bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching and you do not know who we are here at Notorious Heels, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show, and just for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. Sir K, go ahead and let the people know what it is you're smiling about today.
Man, Mondays like this. I don't even know if you can smile on Mondays anymore at this point, man. I really don't know, man. I'm doing good. As per what happened on Friday, I'm sorry, guys. We had a bad storm. A tree fell. My power was out, and unfortunately, I couldn't continue the rest of the episode of news. And I'm very sorry for that, guys. It was really a great episode with topics I would really love to talk about, but you know, fate, man. It works like Triple H sometimes, man. It just disappoints you, man. But sorry for that, man. It will not go off tonight. I will be here this whole episode tonight for you guys, with you guys, man, to talk about the disaster that was Monday Night Raw tonight and just the rest of pro wrestling at this point, man. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like Toronto has asked, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everybody doing in a live chat? How are they doing watching the replay? What about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing pretty good. Honestly, just chilling, bro. Just chilling. Nothing too much. Um, yeah, nothing too much really, bro. Nothing really too much. I gotta say, um, geez, God, what's been happening in the NBA world, bro? I know there's something. I'm sure there's something. Ah, yes, the fucking Kings waived DeMar DeRozan, bro. Everybody keeps saying they want him to go back to the Raptors, but I don't think Drake's gonna be all right with that, man. I think Drake's gonna have a problem
Dang,
with this.
you might have a problem with that.
What do we got here? Rui Hachimura goes to the Clippers. Interesting. And yeah, honestly, nothing too much. I did see apparently the Blazers are the odds to land Zach LaVine. I think he'd be pretty good for maybe like their bench or their starting core. Maybe he could start at the three for them. Very interesting, man. Honestly, not really too many big moves. Still kind of waiting on where LeBron's gonna go. So that's the big one. I think everybody's waiting on now. But interesting nonetheless, man. Interesting nonetheless. But other than that, nothing too much, man. I enjoyed my 4th of July on Saturday. It was a pretty shitty weather here in Chicago. But
Well,
nonetheless, still enjoyed the day. Still enjoyed the day for what it was, man. But yeah, that's honestly nothing really other than that, man. Nothing really other than that. Nothing too much been going on, bro. I did see that USA has lost to Belgium.
I'm livid, man.
What do they know
You
about
couldn't
Brussels
tell.
Cena, bro?
That is true, man. They do know Brussels, they really don't. And if you guys couldn't tell, man, I'm livid about that.
Are you?
Oh yeah, big soccer guy here. I mean, football guy here.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta get it right, man.
Gotta
It's
get it right. My
football,
bad.
not
There
soccer.
you go. No, not soccer.
Um, bro, have you been seeing everybody making these Sheamus Death Rider Titantrons, bro?
Yes, bro. I've been seeing the image of fucking Mox holding the patch. It was like, Seamus, this was for you, brother. I was like, oh, bruh. All fucking bar images of fucking him
Yes.
and dude. That's what I need, bro. Bring back the bar. Put him in that fucking group, man. Come on, dog. Come on, that shit'll feed families.
Shit would
It
be
really
tough.
will.
Shit would be tough, bro. Let's see, man. What do we got, bro? What do we got? AEW Dynamite. Um, honestly, bro. Well, first of all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We got no SmackDown here today, bro. The only thing I was gonna mention was Vikingo pulled up to face Ray Phoenix for the AAA Cruiserweight title. I thought that was cool. Other than that, Blake Monroe keeps attacking Julia and Kiana Jones, and then we just seen that Jay and Cody #1 contender match, which obviously Cody ended up winning. You're supposed to get a shot tonight, but we all know how that ended up. But that was honestly really everything for SmackDown. Yeah, so all we got this week is Raw and Dynamite. Um,
Mm-hmm. Old
so
SmackDown, man. Yeah, Vikingo was nice to see, I guess, man. Speaking of fucking people in AAA, you see they put fucking Brees down there in AAA. Keep him down there,
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
asking me,
I
man.
was
Keep him down there,
mhm.
and give us Santana, please.
Yeah, I was thrilled with that decision, man. I think that's where I think that's where he belongs. I've been saying that for years, like NXT or even a feeder system like AAA works. He's not main roster ready. I don't
No,
think.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, not at all. I think it's time we sent him back to developmental, which AAA's pretty much. Triple A is
Pretty
not
much
developmental. It's
development.
pretty much like purgatory when they got nothing for you. It's like
No, exactly.
that's just telling somebody essentially creative has nothing for you, pretty much.
I was gonna say, if you're actually like working from AAA, it's really not bad at all. But if you're working in WWE and they put you down in AAA, they're putting you in cryo freeze essentially, man. Why do you think Ray Phoenix is down there? They said, well, we're never gonna do anything with you, so but we want to make your brother happy, so how about you go to AAA, man? What
Exactly.
else is new?
Isn't he still in Wepa Truth? Isn't he still a tag champ though?
He's still a tag champ right now. Who
Oh
knows
god.
what they're gonna do with that? I could see like some variation of Miz and fucking what's his name winning that or something. I really wouldn't doubt anything like that if I'm being honest. Aren't the
War
War
Raiders.
Raiders gonna face them? I could see them beating them, to be honest.
I could see that too. I think that would be dope too,
That
especially
would be.
because U.S. Bank Stadium is the home of the Vikings. So I think that would
Um,
actually be pretty tough.
Triple H ain't smart enough to know that though.
Yeah,
He's
he's
never
not.
gonna put two and three together.
Well, he's got Gable doing the skull chant, bro.
He's got, keep on
Yep.
running. Yeah, I
Keep
think
on
he's gonna get
running.
over.
Yeah, it's getting oh, it's getting super over.
All the fans do it, bro. They all look and they definitely do the little we keep on running chant.
Exactly. Everybody, dude, the whole arena is chanting, "Keep on running." It's really setting the crowds ablaze these days, dude. This was your July 1st edition of Dynamite. You know, G Pop sent us a real one from Dago. Next thing you know, he was doing parades. They were in Dago, so they say, where the real one was from. And the real
There
one
you
went
go.
back. It's Kawhi Leonard, bro. The guy from Dago went back to Toronto. This was from San Diego, California. And the show opened up with a video package with Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay. He's congratulating Will, and he gives him, or Sheamus, this Death Rider patch. He says, "This is for you. You have a spot, but you don't have to answer me now. Just think about it." Ospreay takes the patch, and then he runs into Kenny Omega. He sees him with the patch, and he questions his decision to, join the Death Riders. He says, Will tells Kenny, "Just because you gave up on your dreams doesn't mean that I have to, too." MJF then walks in, and he makes fun of Kenny Omega. And Kenny then tells MJF if he makes it past Mark Briscoe tonight, he's going to be the first one on Max's doorstep. And Ospreay just kind of looks there shocked. I don't think he expected Kenny Omega to do that. I think he expected Kenny Omega to rather give up on himself. This was dope, man. Now I feel like we're going to start to get some sort of pressure, if you will, as the weeks go on, if Ospreay does not accept this Death Rider patch. I have a feeling they're going to have a bit of a problem with that.
I think they are, man. I think in a way him joining the group is like paying back for training him and getting him to essentially helping him win the Owen. I think that's kind of their repayment to them is him joining the group, and I have a feeling he isn't. And I think he's gonna realize, why Kenny and all them were warning him against working with the Death Riders. I think they're building something really nice there around that, mainly for you mentioned this, but for Will's first challenger probably being Jon Moxley post All In, man. Probably at All Out. I wouldn't doubt it. They did just announce All Out for fucking Chicago, of course. But I think I could see something along those lines happening, man. And either way, I really like what they're building up. I really like that segment, man. The Death Rider patch, really cool moment. The moment with Kenny was really good, and I really like the story that they're building up and teasing. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I could actually see. Do you think it may get to a point where Ospreay may kind of feel what's coming and maybe turn on them first? Maybe Ospreay will
Actually,
strike first. I could see.
I actually kind of see something like that. I really do.
Yeah, because I feel like it may be a bit too predictable to just have the Death Riders just kind of snap and,
And I could also see something of like maybe they're pressuring him to join, but like their ultimate plan isn't to, attack him and do the generic heel stuff, but that's what Will thinks is going to happen.
Yeah.
So he does it first, and, that kind of just starts a whole shitstorm for him.
Yeah.
I think something like that you could do. Kind of like he thinks they're going to turn on him, so he does it first, and they weren't even going to do that in the first place. That
Mhm.
would be like a cool way to go about things.
Yeah, I could see that very, very much so, and I think that would be a fun way to do it. I think that'd be a different way to do it. Is again having Will just off of paranoia because the Death Riders took him out and broke
In
his
the first
neck
place.
the last time, for him to again feel the paranoia and kind of want to strike first, so the history doesn't repeat itself. um and as for Kenny Omega, I feel like we all knew this was coming. Obviously they named this show Redemption. They kind of did the whole Chrome theme or whatever. It kind of gave everybody Kenny Omega vibes, and obviously we got him standing up to MJF here, calling him out for a championship match, if, only if, MJF can beat the unbeatable Mark Briscoe. Only if.
Unbeatable. Mark Briscoe, the
Mhm.
man with like one pay-per-view win his whole AEW career. Unbeatable.
Yeah, exactly. MJF then does defeat Mark Briscoe in the first match on the show.
No way.
He beats Mark Briscoe. It was a very good match. It's a very good title match. I was actually able to watch this match without being able to watch, maybe like 7 minutes of it in total. You know what I mean? Because there wasn't ad breaks every fucking 2 seconds. So I was actually able to watch MJF and Mark Briscoe.
It is
Um,
nice getting a world title match. You could actually,
yeah,
sit and watch all the way
yeah,
through it. It
yeah,
is really nice. Didn't get one tonight.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, not at all.
Not in
Um,
the slightest.
Kenny Omega comes out for the save afterwards because MJF's attacking Mark Briscoe after the match, and he asks for a title match tonight. Wow, nice try, Kenny. This
That's
guy's
true.
so this guy's so washed up. He tried to get MJF to fight him the same night that he just wrestled like a 20-minute match for the title.
Can't even think he's slick, bro. You aren't slick.
He really tried it, bro. He really fucking tried it. MJF says no. He says maybe next week if Kenny accepts the challenge. If he loses, he will never be able to be AEW champion ever again. So this gets followed up on at the end of the show. But MJF then goes to the back and he calls out Andrade. He says after what happened at Forbidden Door, Andrade is going to get what he has coming to him. Ospreay then storms up to MJF and he says, "Why the stipulation on Kenny?" MJF says it's because he's the world champion. He could do whatever he wants.
Yep.
We then have a promo from the man, the myth, the legend. We got a promo from Andrade, bro.
Goat. Goat.
We got a promo from Andrade. He says it's time to move on from the Don Callis family.
Okay.
He says after waiting and waiting, it's time I finally go after MJF and become the new world champion. He says he only has one more question to ask.
Shit.
Bro, this is my favorite part of this segment, dude, because the crowd starts chanting how you know. Andrade, dude,
He's so happy.
he was so fucking happy. He was so happy, bro. He's fucking standing there and he's like looking around. He's looking around, bro. He's like fucking, pacing his head from side to side. And then he like slowly takes his glasses off and he's fucking cheesing the whole time. Because
He's
he
so
know
happy.
he got it over, bro. He fucking got it over. This guy's happy as fuck. So he does the long dramatic pause for a minute and he says, "How you know?" And the crowd fucking erupts, bro. And Andrade's cheesing his ass off. And then the Don Callis family comes out and attacks Andrade.
No. How could they, man? How could they, man? How'd they know? How'd they know?
Dude, I guess Andrade didn't fucking know, or else he would have fucking seen
Yeah,
him coming. Um,
exactly.
Don Callis then gets in the ring, and this cornball says, "How you know? Shut up.
Shut up.
That's
You're
not your
not
line,
cool.
bro.
That's not
You
your
you
fucking line.
you
That's
you
Andrade's line.
you are the noodles, brother. Andrade is the sauce. Please."
Exactly. He ain't got no sauce anywhere on him. And Andrade got all the sauce, man. He's a pure can of ragu. Got all the sauce in the world.
Yep,
And, you know, how you know? How you know, man? How you know you could beat him? How does
bro.
Don Callis know they could beat him?
They don't know.
And that shit is goated, dude. The fact that not only the fans love it, unironically, but like he's so unapologetically happy and just cheesing
Dude.
out there that it's working. I fucking love this shit, man. I'm sure he's gonna face one of the members at Redemption, and I think he's gonna win it. And I think he's gonna start being built up for one of the challengers for Will Ospreay, man. Probably after John Moxley. I really wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I could absolutely see that. And
Dude,
dude,
hot dog butter.
Andrade is man, Andrade is the man, bro. Andrade is the man. We said it last week, man. He's been through a lot. He's been through a lot, man. He's been through a lot. So to see him doing something that's getting over, man, is pretty dope, bro. It's a pretty dope thing to see. And again, at the end of the day, there's always one more question to ask. How you know?
You know?
We then have Kevin Knight defeating Leo Rush. Darby Allin afterwards challenges Kevin Knight for the TNT Championship. He says if Kevin Knight denies, then things like Forbidden Door are just going to keep happening. They're just going to keep getting worse. So, blowing
Is
his
that
face
Ronald?
up is just going to get worse.
He's just,
Great.
he's just, is that what you mean?
Don Callis, is he going to fucking suicide bomb him or something? What the fuck does that mean?
He's gonna fucking set fucking Home Alone booby traps up for him every time he pull up the arena. What does that mean?
So Don Callis, Kevin Knight was going to accept the challenge. Don Callis interrupted him and denied the challenge for him. He tells Kevin Knight that we have a whole family to protect him.
Really?
We'll see how well that goes. Let's fucking see you. Also, we'll see you two at Redemption. Okay.
Oh, 100%. It'll be those two at Redemption.
We then get a Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa brawl. Get this bullshit out of here, bro.
Why
What
is
is this?
Jericho back, bro? What is he back for? Who is he back for? Get him off television, bro. He is a waste of television, honestly. He's wasting Champa's time. He's wasting my time, wasting your time, wasting everybody in the chat's time. He's just wasting time, bro. Get him out of there, keep him in the back, and do something at least semi-meaningful with Tommaso Ciampa, please. Please, for the love of God.
Yeah, this feud does nothing. Again, I don't get it. I don't get why this is like being put on TV. Like at this point, like is anybody compelled by this? Anyone?
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
Kenny Omega is in the back talking to Matt Jackson and the greatest singles wrestler that never was. What the dog doing, Nick Jackson? The Young Bucks. He's talking to them about the stipulation. They're telling Omega there's already been 2 elite members that fell to this stipulation.
Yeah.
And there's one elite member that's still currently booking himself into oblivion. And that's Cody Rhodes.
He's still doing it, man. Still on the same fucking bullshit he was.
Kenny was starting to question the Bucks. He said, "Do you guys not believe in me?" And they told him they do believe in him. They're just worried. So the Bucks were trying, bro. They're trying to get Kenny out of the stipulation, bro. I feel like Coda would be
Yeah,
more
man, that's right.
supportive than, in this situation. What do you think?
I think he would, man. I gotta agree with you. I think he would.
I feel like you'd help him out a little bit, you know?
He would. He would. He would. He would get him going for to feel something for this match. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think he would get him going.
Exactly.
He laugh.
Hype him up, give him a pep
Exactly.
talk.
He'd really get him going.
Exactly, bro. Glad we're on the same page, man. So
Well, page you're on.
so so next we have Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay defeating the Swirl, Lee Johnson, and Vanilla Baby.
Still can't believe
What's his name?
that Jack
Christian
Harlow
Blake?
rejected
Blake Christian?
Blake Christian.
What did I say? Christian Blake? Yeah,
Christian
Blake.
Blake.
Yeah, him. Yeah, those guys. Ospreay and Moxley defeated them. I mean, this was kind of just to build the segment earlier with the little patch, so it was what it was.
100%. I'm thinking of a different group. Never mind. I was gonna ask, didn't someone join the Swirl at some point? That might have been even on Collision. I think it was that Top Flight faction or whatever the fuck, man. I think someone joined that shit on Collision. My bad. I thought it was the Swirl.
Really? Interesting. We then get a promo from Switchblade. He says he's been waiting X number of days. I can't remember exactly. It was like 400 or 500 something days. He then asked guns up for his San Diego Gold members. Everybody did guns up, man. Guns up.
Guns up.
Yeah. He says the last time. Oh.
I should make that the full catchphrase to that.
Yeah.
Like Snoop Dogg catchphrase.
Yeah, gin and juice. Yeah. Yeah,
with
there
like
you go.
guns up, hose down.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it tough, I can't lie.
Yeah. Should give that one to
I
Ken.
don't know if they can say that.
He does the little gun too.
He does do the
gun. So Switchblade, he says the last time he was around, well, he said a lot has changed. He said the last time he was around, people hated the Death Riders. Now, not so much. No, it's amazing what fucking taking the title off of him did. It's amazing.
Yeah, look at that.
He says, now, not so much. They're running, he says they're running around with the biggest fraud in the business. But he's not here to talk about Billy. That's interesting. I thought that was very interesting because I would fucking love that for one of his challengers for the World Championship. He then asks, who let the dogs out? And the crowd
Nick Jackson?
did. No. Not what the dog do.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Even though Nick Jackson said this same line about the dogs, is everybody just gonna? Wait, are the dogs some type of fucking joke? Or I mean, geez.
Yeah. They kind of are treated as a joke for some reason.
I thought they were a pretty tough group coming in, man. It's kind of sucks.
Like them,
I finally fucking I finally like David Finlay, and now they fucking treat him like shit. What are we doing?
I know. Dude was fucking winning world titles in New Japan and shit, and now he's just a fucking nothing burger in AEW when he's actually good here. It doesn't make sense.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
I don't understand.
He asks who let the dogs out. He says him and David Finlay have a lot of history. He says, but to me, he's always just going to be a Nepo baby bitch. So obviously we're building to the guns, or not the gun, what are they called? The Bang Bang Gang versus the dogs.
Yeah.
And listen, this is a 3-on-5 scenario here. We have Juice, Ace, Switch, and the Guns versus Gabe Kidd, Clark Connors, and David Finlay. My prediction here I think one of the members of the Bang Bang Gang is going to turn on the group and join the dogs. Now, who could that be? I could see being Juice, or I could see being Ace Austin. Obviously, one of the, fucking Colton Gunn's not going to go over there.
No,
If I had a guess, I want to say Ace, but in a swerve, I could see them doing Juice. I could. Just
I
because he's
think they
been in
might do
there.
Juice.
Yeah, just because he's been in there so long, and I know he has said before he wants to be, taken more seriously. I could maybe see, and I know the dogs are a joke, but like they, I guess, act more serious. You know?
No, they do. They do, and I think he might be the lead. I think he might be leaving the group. I could totally see a thing where he turned on him and said, I waited fucking 500 plus days for you to come back just to steal our spotlight again. That whole circle of stuff, man. I
Yeah.
genuinely think that I could see Juice turning out the group and joining the dogs to even odds for this little matchup. Even though the dogs are still probably gonna lose up anyway, so that's gonna be a rough start for him and the dogs, but. The
Yeah.
dogs kind of don't win anything anyway, so it's kind of the whole point, I guess.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I think is gonna happen. And then afterwards, the Shane Taylor Promotions called out any four of the Bang Bang Gang for Collision.
Brother,
What the fuck is their obsession with Shane Taylor Promotions? This group is not
group is ass.
intimidating, bro. This group is terrible.
It's not. It's a bunch of unks. It's a bunch of losers. And it's a bunch of nobodies together being a bunch of loser ass nobodies, not winning anything. And I don't care about them. I don't know what their obsession is with them. I really don't. Shane Taylor, his match with Mox like 3 weeks ago, whenever it was one of the worst matches I've ever watched in my life. That shit was garbage. He sucks. I don't get it.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. It was pretty
That shit
rough,
was
man.
never.
But Shane Taylor Promotions, bro. That do you? I didn't watch Collision, bro. Do you think they, you know, put down the Bang Bang Gang once and for all?
I highly doubt they put them down once
Oh,
and for all, man. I
oh,
think Shane Taylor Promotions got put down to ROH once and again, and they should keep them there.
oh God. But yes, that was a Switchblade return promo. Again, that's kind of what I think is going to happen with their feud with the dogs. Other than that, very nice hearing Switchblade on a mic again. He kind of, a little bit at the end of his promo, kind of started his whole fucking spiel like he normally does. He's the this, he's the that, he's the
And
this
give
and
you the
that.
fucking
Yeah,
ugh.
he kind of started it at the end of the promo, and that I guess it wasn't I could say it wasn't as bad as it was, but it was kind of just like, oh god, here we go. But it was just as he was talking about him and David Finley's history in an effort to, I guess, hype himself up. He, instead of like listing accolades, he lists off nicknames. I don't really, I
Yeah,
don't fucking get it. It's definitely a Jay White thing, but yeah,
it is.
I don't that's just really something I fucking wish he would get out of, bro. We talk about it all the time with Kevin Knight, but like, other than that, I thought the promo was great. I love the little nod at Will Ospreay. I think that's going to come into play huge down the line. But other than that, I thought it was a good promo.
Same. That's always my gripe with Switchblade, especially because he does have a lot of good accolades he can name. IWGP, World, IC, I think also US champion. He could
Yeah, I think
literally
he's the
list all
first.
those. Yeah, he has so many fucking,
It's either him or Kenny.
just yeah, it's one of the two. I think it might be Switch. Either way, he has so many accolades he could list off. I don't know why he just doesn't do that instead of the nicknames. I really don't like Kevin Knight. He's pretty young in the business, so you know what? If he don't got that many fucking accolades to name off like that, all right, it's annoying. With the nickname stuff, whatever. But it's really annoying with Switch because he has those accolades he could list off in front of people. But either way, I still like the segment. Love that Will Ospreay tease. Will Ospreay is seemingly going to have a lot of challengers as champion, and I'm excited for that. Mox, Fucking obviously Switchblade.
Damn
More
it.
and more are gonna come through, man. And exactly. And I'm excited. I'm excited either way, man. So very good program here, and they're essentially just setting that shit up for redemption, just to even the odds, and make the
Yeah.
bang gang look good out coming out of redemption. Fucking A. I'm too dyslexic for that name. Can these be Bullet Club Gold again? There's
Yeah,
only
I
one Bullet Club
wish.
now, so just might as well give them Bullet Club at this point if there's no more Bullet Club or something. Give them an original name, give them the Cutthroats or something, bruh, something.
You know, like the
I
Bang
hate the
Bang
Bang
Gang.
Bang Gang. I don't. I never did. Never
Well,
will.
what did it, did Bullet Club get disbanded or get it or did it get like renamed in a way to Unbound Company? Unbound Company.
I don't even know. I don't even
Maybe
know.
they
I
could be
don't
Unbound Company Gold.
Unbound Company Gold.
Come on, man.
Fuck.
You're not messing with New Japan's new IP, bro. You don't like Unbound Company?
Listen, you know, Bullet Club was legendary, and all of New Japan's attempt for a counter group sucked. Chaos sucked, and Unbound Co. suck. Come on, man. You can't come up with any other names. You really
Unbound
can't.
Company is fucking terrible.
It's so
Fucking
bad.
what is what's what about the United Empire? You know what I mean?
Nah, they're fine. I like them. I
Yeah,
mean,
Francesca
their current
Akira,
leaders.
Honori.
hmm, I was
And
gonna say the actual members aren't that special, but the group name and identity is good. I do like the identity of the group. Now the members themselves are kind of a bunch of clones, but either way, I think the group name is good.
I think they're about to get that little tree trunk back. That little stout.
Yeah, I think they. I think I did see Jeff Cobb fucking mention something about just going back to the United Empire or New Japan in general. So, my
LOL.
God, man, it
Hilarious.
really is.
Yeah, they got to do something with that name. I wish they would just be Bullet Club Gold again. That would be really nice.
Like the cutthroats. You could do
Yeah,
anything like knife related. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you can do a million things, man. I hate Bang Bang Gang. It's just a lot for a name.
Yeah, it is. I never really been too big a fan of it, to be honest. But next up we have the Survival of the Fittest.
Oh
6-woman elimination match for the um TBS, yeah, the TBS championship,
yeah,
where we've seen Chris Statlander, Micah, Harley
like
Cameron, Persephone, and Queen Amanada and Hikaru Shida all battle for the gold. Statlander eliminated Persephone. Persephone then got pissed, and while Stat was in a submission hold from Shida, she kind of drug herself almost out of the ring. And then while she was out of the ring, like hanging over the apron, Persephone hit her with the championship. And Shida was then able to get Stat to pass out. And they put the TBS title on Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida,
just get rid of the title.
I'm, I'm sorry, bro. I don't. I know Hikaru Shida's got a big fan base out there, bro. She's not that fucking good, dog. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know who y'all think Shida is, bro. I genuinely, I'm so serious. I could not fucking tell you one good Hikaru Shida match in this company, bro. I promise you, I could not. Name me
No,
one match that you look at and say, when I think Hikaru Shida, I think of how awesome blank
this
match
match one
was. Yeah,
exactly.
I'll wait. I'll fucking wait.
E-
You
Even
can't.
if fans could tell me like, oh, she's good. Name one memorable match that you truly remember
Yeah.
from moment to moment that you were invested in. I can't. She is just she just does move just a couple good moves that a lot of other women can do and nothing special. Her, Riho, a lot of those Joshi's, at least for me, man, they always say, "Oh my God, their movesets are incredible. They do things you'll never see ever from anyone else." And it's a fucking moonsault and a suicide dive. Don't really find nothing special about Hikaru Shida. Don't know why you fucking put the title on her. You have Persephone there. You have Statlander there. You could put anybody in that situation and have them do that. Just Hikaru Shida just never done it for me. Don't know why they put that on her. And what are we doing here, man? You waited, what, like a month and a half to put that on somebody for it to be a Karushita? You're kidding me. You're kidding me, man. I don't get it. Again, I don't see the hype with her. And you kind of wasted your time with this whole TBS title stuff.
Bro, I would have even taken Queen Aminata winning the
I
title.
would.
And again, Queen Aminata is not my favorite, but at least sometimes I can watch her and say, "Damn, she's a pretty good striker. She hits pretty hard. She's not afraid to get in there and really slug it out with somebody, bro." But dog, for me, this should have went to either Stat or Persephone. Again, I would have even taken Queen Aminata. Hikaru Shida is not that good. Every fucking championship reign she's ever had has sucked, and I couldn't name not one fucking match from the title reign that was good. I couldn't. I couldn't. And I don't know, again, I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's like a disconnect with like AEW and their Joshis, but it really fucking seems like WWE's the only ones that can get it right. Like I could think of a lot of the Joshis that came over in WWE that I think are fucking phenomenal, that I've seen
Yeah.
put on great matches before, like Julia, like Asuka, like Io Sky, like Kairi Sane. In AEW, they
None of
got
them did that.
Shida, Riho, all of them suck.
Yeah, all of them kind of just do generic moves, generic big special moves per se, and none of it truly hits, man. I never seen the hype with the AEW Joshis, unfortunately.
So, yeah, Shida is your TBS champion.
My God.
Kenny Omega is on his way out to the ring, and Will Ospreay stops him. I think he was expecting somebody else, but it was Will Ospreay.
No,
He
it's true.
he tries to stop Kenny, and he says to Kenny,
Oh,
he says, "This may be your last shot."
oh shit.
Kenny says, "I know. So if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out guns blazing." He says, "Will, I hope I have your support." Will says, "You always have," and they hug. Wow, so
Look
wholesome.
at that. Very wholesome.
Kenny Omega then goes out there and says he still is the best bout machine, the cleaner, and to some, the god of pro wrestling.
Oh shit.
And he accepts MJF's offer for next week on Dynamite. MJF then attacks Kenny Omega to go off air. As it's set, we're getting the God versus the Devil 2. Actually, technically, this is 3. This is their third match, and it's going to be next week on AEW Dynamite in the main event. I'm excited for it, man. I think we're going to see Kenny Omega more than likely win his final AEW World Heavyweight Championship ahead of an All in London show where he's probably going to be facing who in New Japan and probably in AEW was his successor to the best bout machine in Will Ospreay. So I'm excited for it. And again, is Kenny Omega, should Kenny Omega probably be AEW champion? No. But at the end of the day, if this is one last reign for him, again, guys, I really would not put it past Kenny Omega to hang it up or be gone for a very long time like Bryan Danielson, to maybe come back on a part-time schedule, All in London, I just have a feeling something is telling me this is the last we will see of a full-time Kenny Omega.
I think it is. I think you're very right with that. I think it is. I think that'll be something big to build that all in main event around. Obviously, Will versus Kenny is big. But in terms of like a story thing, I think that might be like the big thing heading into the show. Like, can Kenny continue on essentially past all in? I think that might be the point of that. And I think Will's going to win it. And I think that is either like the last time we'll see Kenny in the ring or, very occasionally we'll see him in the ring after that. Either way, I think he will win next week. I think he's got next week in the bag. And as much as, I criticize Kenny for continuing on and being here with his health, I think I am advocating for it. I think Will Ospreay can bring him to a very good match at All In, and I do think with who he is, he does deserve at least one more reign under his belt, man. So I'm excited. I think he's got it next week, and we'll see next week. Maybe they could always do something where no matter what, I think Will Ospreay is going to be there to support him in the match, kind of like how Mox did at the
Mhm.
pay-per-view. And you could do the thing where like MJF takes note to that and kind of gets Will in the way and, kind of, gets the win and maybe, management, i.e. Tony Khan, kayfabe wise, doesn't respect that, so he does a rematch at Redemption. They could do something like that, but I think Kenny has it next week. I really think he does.
Definitely. Definitely. I think so too. I think so. And like I said, I do think this is going to be us watching Omega win the AEW championship for the final time in his career. I feel I barring any unforeseen circumstances, I don't foresee them, giving Omega a third world championship reign. And also too,
No.
I've been saying it every week, do not care for MJF and Will Ospreay. What is the story? If somebody could give me a good story on what those two would be fighting about, then I will open my ears. But until then, I just
You
don't. I don't see any good story there. I don't really know what you could base that off of. Like,
MJF is the best American wrestler ever, and Will
well, yeah.
Ospreay is the best UK wrestler ever. So who's better, UK or America, man? That's the story.
It's wonderful. It sounds like what the first one was about.
And it
Um,
would suck.
and it was terrible then. The match was good, but the story was fucking horrendous. But that was everything for AEW Dynamite, man. Kenny Omega accepts the challenge, and we shall see if he falls to the same fate as the Hangman did, and his boy Cody. But that's everything for AEW Dynamite. Overall, this episode of Dynamite I thought was pretty good. There was a lot of attention to detail, a lot of
Mhm.
continuity through the night between all the Moxley and Osprey stuff, and then mixing that in with the Osprey and Kenny stuff, and mixing that in with the Kenny and MJF stuff. There was a lot of that going on, and then obviously there was stuff with Andrade, still trying to get after MJF, but the Don Callis family's kind of stopping him now. So there was a lot of continuity through the night, and that I can appreciate. And I thought it was a pretty good episode of Dynamite. So
I thought it was too, man, and I could appreciate the world title scene stories they've been putting on, where they got the actual title scene story, and they got what your world title scene should be: people going for the title, getting distracted by stuff in their way. Very much like that. I like how it all connects, and I like all the challengers they're building right now for Will Ospreay for when he does win it. I like it.
same here, man. Same here. So, yeah, that was everything for AEW Dynamite, guys. And now moving on here to Monday Night Raw. But before we get to that, we do have a word from our sponsor here at NHP. We got a sponsor from we got a word from none other than W Energy, man. W is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. W is a clean formula, sugar-free, 0 calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout to save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Really always, gotta shout out W. Whether workout, whatever you may need the energy for, man, no matter what it is, no matter what you might need it for, W's got you, man. It'll keep you awake, it'll keep you energized, you won't have the jitters, and it'll taste good. All at the same time, truly always, gotta shout out W.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you as always, and shout out to the wonderful people over at W, the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP. Raw.
Oh man, this show. This show.
The show opens up, and Sami Zayn and Cody are arguing. Sami's telling Cody Rhodes, I know how you think the night's going to go. You think you're just going to waltz in here and take the championship right back. It's not going to happen. Cody Rhodes is arguing, saying that is how it's going to happen. We then have Gunther attacking Cody and making Cody bleed.
Oh my god.
Cody gets carried away, and then there's concern about Cody. This concern leads to, after the first segment of the show, Nick Aldis showing up to kick Gunther out of the arena. And this leads to Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis arguing about, Nick Aldis is supposed to be on administrative leave. And Adam Pearce and him are arguing about his ego. So they are kind of hyping this up a lot. They're kind of hyping this a lot. Again, I could definitely see why one would maybe think, we probably are going to get Aldis versus Gunther at SummerSlam. But, look, man. As for the open to the show, Gunther did tell Sami something along the lines of, you owe me one. For the sake of Sami making the SummerSlam card, I hope Sami's a little bitter about this, and I guess in Sami's delusional mind, maybe Sami would think, if you didn't take Cody out, I would have beat Cody. I didn't know I had to face CM Punk, so maybe something like that's going to happen. If not, again, I could very well see Sami Zayn not making this SummerSlam card at all. So,
100%.
Yeah, but that was pretty much like the first chunk of like the GM drama / Cody, Sami, Gunther stuff that opened the show. Again, this was only the precursor to the volcano actually erupting later in the night. So this was this. I don't know. I didn't get a weird feeling at first because I thought that Cody Rhodes was going to do the thing where he's like, I'm fine. But once they said Cody's left the arena, he went to the hospital, yada, 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 he may not be back. And then once they said he wasn't cleared, I was like, oh, God, I know where this is going. But yeah, that was the open to the show. Again, just, we don't know how to do anything else but to make our WWE champion look like an absolute scrub in the open to Monday Night Raw. Here is WWE.
Always. That's the goal, man. You gotta protect Cody at all costs. Cody couldn't lose tonight. So he essentially won tonight by getting out of the match. Classic Cody Rhodes, man. He starts the show arguing with Sami. Dude, even, Sami, tells him, oh, you think you're going to win tonight and all this, but I'm going to win. Fucking Cody's like, well, I was going to wish you good luck, but now that you say that, I'm like, bro, you're such a Chad, bro. You're such a Chad. I hate you. I genuinely hate you at this point, man. And then there was the Gunther attack, and then the Adam Pearce and all this argument as he's also arguing with Gunther. Like you said, I'm in the same boat. There's a chance we could get a Sami and Gunther match, but if not, don't know if Sami even makes it on the SummerSlam card, which is crazy in itself.
Yes, and then the show opens up with Seth Rollins.
Ugh.
He says he loves the building. Crowd's chanting CM Punk at him. He tells the crowd to get the CM Punk chants out of their system. He says he couldn't care less about that guy because he's not my business right now. He says my business is continuing to own Roman Reigns. He says Roman Reigns isn't here tonight. Roman didn't think that this was big enough for him. And the check wasn't big enough for him as well. Also, you forgot to add in there, Seth Rollins, that Roman
He hates Chicago.
Reigns fucking hates Chicago. I don't know what we did. I know what we did to him. But man, give us another shot, bro. You're over these days.
I was gonna say, we like you now, bro. You don't think you'd get massive pops in Chicago? And you know what? My little conspiracy theory is, I think, in a way, this might sound weird, I think he dislikes CM Punk and Chicago fans so much, his, punishment for us booing him all those years is essentially to never show up to Chicago. I think he's kind of guilty by association, but not also because we kind of used to shit on him a lot. I genuinely think he dislikes the city of Chicago and kind of like punishes us in a way by never showing up, which is like, bro, we like you now. I don't get it, man. But I genuinely don't think we're ever gonna see him in Chicago again unless it's a major pay per view.
Yeah, I could see that. Also, too, maybe it is unrelated wrestling stuff because I know like a lot of now I never hear this about Chicago, but like I always hear stories, like I always hear NBA stories that like NBA players fucking hate traveling to Memphis because they think like the hotels are dirty and they think like the security's weak over there. Maybe it's stuff like that. Maybe he doesn't like the fucking transportation that WWE sends him, or like because like I don't. It's a bit
There's
weird.
gotta be
Like
something.
there's got to
'Cause
be something, and it very well could be what you're saying, or it could be maybe stuff unrelated. Like maybe he doesn't like maybe he just doesn't like stuff about the city. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what it is, but dude, he never shows up to Chicago, man. He did in
never shows up.
2022, and we never seen him again. But I digress.
Never seen him again. He was like, you know what? I just just don't like the city, man. I'm gonna never show up here again, man. NHP, they're always gonna show up to these shows, and I'm never gonna be there. And yeah,
Literally,
we knew
dude.
better this time, man. We knew better. And he didn't show up. Fucking shocker. And man, I'm just like, there's got to be some reason he doesn't show up to Chicago, man. There's got to be.
Maybe he doesn't like Rosemont. Maybe he doesn't like the Target across the street from the fucking Allstate Arena. I don't know what it is, man.
Maybe. I don't know what he doesn't like, man, but he just doesn't like here for some reason.
So he says, ever since the three of us started in the Shield. It's okay, bro. Are you all right?
I'm just, Shield, Shield. Started with the Shield. There was three of us
Well,
in the
yeah,
Shield.
it's
And then I
started.
took the Shield chair to your back,
Oh God,
and
don't say that, dude. No, bro.
we
Don't.
used to do Shield power bomb, but
No,
then I turned on the Shield to stop the Shield, and I
dude.
left the Shield.
He really cuts deep here, man. He says,
He
ever
did.
since the three of us started in the Shield, Roman was the chosen one. It didn't matter if he couldn't cut a promo. It didn't matter
Yeah,
if he couldn't wrestle. He was
yeah.
always going to be the chosen one. It was always Roman. And it didn't sit right with me because I was once a little boy who dreamed of all the opportunities that Roman got handed to him. Which is why I broke up the Shield. Holy shit. I did it to catch up to Roman.
This is all this program is gonna be.
But he did it to catch up to Roman, man.
He did it to catch up to
this
Roman. 'Cause,
this
Roman had
doesn't just hit you, man. Man.
no. It doesn't hit me like a Shield chair to the back. It really
Oh
doesn't.
man. You always got to bring up the Shield chair, bro. It's a touchy subject.
It's the Shield chair, man. They used to do the Shield power bomb and the Shield fist, and then now they just Shield disagree with each other because he turned on them, to end the Shield. You know. You didn't know that.
He says he broke up the Shield to catch up to Roman.
Mhm.
He cashed in at WrestleMania to stay close to Roman. And he thought they were running the same race, but he was wrong. Because a couple years ago, Roman said he made 10 times more than Seth, but worked 10 times less than Seth. He said, Rollins said, when I heard that bullshit, it made me want to puke. He says, for me, it was never about the money. It was the reward was the work.
Really?
Let's
Hold
stop.
on.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. What do
Because
you got?
was this not the same man in 2018 that was flexing his paycheck on Will Ospreay on Twitter? Is this
I
not the
believe
same
that's him.
man?
I believe that's him.
I think that was him. So I don't really know about the paycheck part, Seth. You might want to stop repeating that one, please, because
You
I
know that
remember
that was
flexing your paycheck on Will
that
Ospreay.
wasn't even the best thing he flexed on Will Ospreay. Remember, we got
I
a
got a better
better
Will Ospreay.
version of you. He just won his first U.S. title, and his fucking Ricochet.
It's the
Yeah,
fucking
right.
he just that's like all he ever won over there was like that U.S. title, and cut to him in AEW with Will Ospreay. Funny enough, so
Oh,
and
man.
cut to Will Ospreay, actually probably being the number one guy over there instead of Seth's number three. But I digress. I
Wow.
digress completely.
Yeah, I don't think Rollins is going to U.S. Bank Stadium to win the world title. I think Will Ospreay's headed to Wembley to win the world title, though.
Funny enough, I think Seth will lose for the world title, but Will Ospreay will win the world title. Funny enough, man, ain't funny how time just runs. A few years later, 8 years later, isn't it just
Yikes.
funny?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. LA Knight comes out.
My
I'm not
God,
going to lie to you, bro. I thought he was going to try to befriend Rollins to go up against the Bloodline.
I
I
thought he
got
was
so
too.
scared.
I thought he was too. Thought he's about to say some bullshit about how they don't like each other and they're not friends, but they have a common enemy
Yep.
emerging, man.
Oh,
And
fuck.
I thought he was gonna do the same thing you thought, man. I'm so glad he didn't.
Yes. Yes, bro. So, LA Knight interrupts. He says he cannot sit back there another week and listen to these two talk about each other. Be the fuck neither.
Just fuck me too, LA. Thank you.
He tells Rollins, he says, how did you even get a world championship match? Didn't you lose in the first round of the King of the Ring? He said, no shade on you. I did too. But the difference between me and you is I'm not out here lobbying for a championship match for a nostalgia fest. He says, he says, um, he says, he starts making fun of them and how much it's the same stuff we were doing last week. He starts making fun of them and how much he kept doing the hi
Brother.
brother, hey brother, hey brother, and then he's like um he gets done doing this little he gets done doing his little stick and the crowd pops huge. Are we not like Paul? Are you hearing this?
Oh,
Like, if people wanted to see your fucking big money match so bad, do you think they would pop for stuff like that? Honestly?
for for Holiday Night and going out there and saying what a lot of the fans are saying, you think they would really pop for that? Like, if this was really the program they truly thought it was, wouldn't Seth kind of mop LA out there in terms of crowd momentum?
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of the complete opposite of being honest, man. Man, it's just sad to see because no matter what, it won't work out for LA Knight, and I know it.
Oh, the fact that LA was getting these kind of reactions, bro, I know this shit was grinding Triple H's gears back there, bro. I know he
Oh
was
yeah,
fucking pissed. Um,
that bald asshole was pissed back there watching the segment. He was pissed.
yes, he was. Um, LA Knight says a couple years ago, when business was really booming around here, Who was at the top? With everybody saying LA Knight. And then I got cut off by the numbers game with the Bloodline. And then I got cut off by the Vision. He says they're the greatest generation they're the greatest generation of trying to hold me down and being the biggest vomit in the business. And the crowd is chanting LA Knight again. Again. Do you honestly think if Rollins and Roman was such a program that people were just dying to fucking see at SummerSlam because, the Shield and the lore and the fucking, the nostalgia and, Roman's never beat Rollins even though he fucking has before and all this stuff. Do you really think the audience, all this stuff that you guys believe, like that they fucking believe this feud is with Rollins and Roman, do you really think there would be two separate points in this promo where the crowd would cut LA Knight off to start chanting his name and pop for him? You want to know why your audience does that? Because it's the truth. Because what you're trying to force feed us some shit that nobody fucking wants to see. Because everybody wanted that Oba Roman match. You can't tell me majority of your fucking audience did not want that match and you took that away from them for a Rollins and Roman. Who's better? Who's the fucking better brother of the Shield for the 19th fucking time in their career? What the fuck, man? And they sent LA Knight out here, and all this is gonna do is get him punished, and so be it. I was right, because at the end of the show, he got laid out and called a lame ass. So so much for LA Knight having a good night.
Exactly, man. It started off as a good night, even though I know to Triple H he sent him out there to die against Seth Rollins, but obviously the fans kind of agree. I mean, have they already forgotten the pop that Oba got when he said, should I face Cody or Roman? Huge pop for Roman, and is that now just because a bunch of Twitter profile pictures of Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins wanted this match so bad that you think, majority audience truly wants this? It's something we've got a million times. And I'm genuinely so sick of hearing, but technically, in big pay-per-view matches, there's only one clean. I'm so sick of that. These two have been around each other their entire careers, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I don't care that technically there's only one or two singles matches on big pay-per-view. I don't give a fuck. These two have been around each other's circles, whether Bloodline, whether Vision, whether fucking anti-Bloodline, whether helping Cody against the Bloodline, whether Shield reunions and then Shield arguments and Shield chairs and Shield fist pumps, whatever it is. I am sick of it. I'm so sick of it. If this was, like I said a few weeks ago, man, if this was a Survivor Series or Royal Rumble undercard match, I wouldn't bat an eye. I wouldn't care. It'd be whatever. This is SummerSlam, dude. And Oba won the fucking King of the Ring just to not use it for this nothing murder of a match. I don't care, man. I don't care. LA Knight went out there, said the truth, and got cheered for it. And of course, later in the night, got punished for it, man. And I'm sure the punishment is going to continue, probably on SmackDown, and then next week on Raw again, because that's what we're doing, man. And somehow, fucking his only ally through all of this is Solo Sikoa. What are we doing here, man? What on earth are we doing here, man? And yeah, I liked when LA Knight came out there. It became a really good segment then. Obviously, Seth got the mic again and said kind of just a generic Seth babyface, I respect you and all that shit. And he basically told him if I win the title, he'll get a title shot, which is hilarious because he's not going to win the title. So that means nothing. So, yeah, although I loved LA Knight's part, probably the most useless segment you could ever have.
Yeah, and so like Sir K just said, that was pretty much everything Rollins had said next. He respects him, and he's going to give him a title shot if he wins. And then afterwards, Jimmy Uso comes out there and he attacks LA Knight. He lays him out with a super kick. And again, LA Knight had a really good part of the promo. And LA Knight's probably going to get punished for it because he overshadowed Rollins, who's supposed to look like the bigger star here. But again, I don't think they understand that their little program they're trying to sell us isn't really as big as they fucking think it is. So
I don't think it is.
yeah. And we already went over, Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis arguing about his ego or whatever. And then we get the tag team championship match, the Vision versus the Street Profits. Paul Heyman, he's in the back and he reminds Braun Breaker, you didn't beat Seth.
Yeah.
And then he tells Theory to come back with something worthy for his wise man or don't come back at all. You can see Logan Paul, he looked like his fucking career flashed before his eyes. He was standing behind Austin Theory looking like oh my, he looked so fucking scary, bro.
He looked terrified.
Dude, he
was
did.
like, oh my god, am I about to get shamed?
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm injured. What does it mean?
The Vision were failing to use the brass knuckles. Dude, Logan Paul looked like such an idiot, but then he turned it around and looked so smart. He
did.
He went ahead and passed Theory the knucks right in front of the ref. And I was literally sitting there thinking to myself, like, who the fuck produced that? Like, way to make him look dumber than a bag of rocks. But then he actually did something he never did before. While the ref was distracted with the original pair of knucks and Logan was getting kicked out, he passed Braun another pair, which I actually thought was really smart. And I was like, okay, that makes him look a lot better now, because originally I was ready to come on. I put it in my notes and everything. I literally put in my notes how fucking stupid he looked, but then I had to erase it. Because obviously, you know, he did make up for it, and he actually made himself look very smart in hindsight. But that's where the plan failed, because the Vision, they were dropping these knucks all over the ring. They couldn't get a fucking grip on them. It was like they fucking lathered their hands in fucking butter before trying to use these brass knucks. They kept slipping out of their fucking hands. I'm like, geez, Logan Paul's like distracting the ref forever. I'm like, man.
For the whole ending sequence of a match while fucking Braun is getting super kicked, you know, he's getting the fucking knuckles super kicked out of his hand, then he counters back, and they fucking counter him, and the whole time, the entire time, he's distracting the ref and arguing with the ref. My God.
Terrible.
And dude,
so,
before we get to the ending sequence of the match, commentary, and you know, we come on here every week about pressure jokes. Holy, oh my God, the Vision has a lot of pressure with Paul Heyman tonight, with what he said before the match, and you know he's the pressure. Austin Theory and Braun Breaker has the pressure on him tonight. So Logan Paul, he has the pressure. Holy fucking pressure. Oh my God. This entire match, that's all I heard from Michael Cole's fucking voice was the word pressure. And I wanted my brain to melt because holy shit. It was insane.
Bro, as soon as he turned around from talking to Heyman, legit, I don't even think they were on the entrance ramp yet. I think they were still walking through the curtain. Michael Cole's like, Austin Theory, the pressure. Well, him and Braun, they have a lot of pressure on them tonight. And I was just like, oh, God.
Dude, oh my God, pressure overload.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure going on tonight. A lot of pressure. So, they're failing to use the brass knuckles. Angelo Hawkins eventually gets his hands on the knucks, and he goes to punch Theory with them. And what do you know? Finally, after all the weeks of speculation, we get a rogue in all black, Maxine Dupree, jumping in the ring, low blowing, Angelo Dawkins and helping the Vision get the win. As after the match, her and Theory find each other. She runs to Austin Theory, jumps in his arms, and the pressure finally applies the pressure. He bagged Maxine, bro. As we finally get the fucking heel turn that nobody fucking asked for, and Maxine Dupree is officially in the Vision. Holy shit. Why? Why? Dude, I thought this was going to be the night where Theory got kicked out and finally was fucking going to be allowed to be a babyface. And no, he's with Maxine now, and they're probably going to run this fucking gag for the next year and a half, knowing them.
Oh, 100%. Dude, they essentially, the Vision is their new Judgment Day, because I think the Judgment Day is finally going to come to an end. And I think it is going to come to an end because they're like, well, we got our fucking new Judgment Day, man. We got our singles heel that has the whole girlfriend on-screen character, the exact same thing that Liv and Dom have in the Judgment Day. And then we have a dynamic that I wouldn't be shocked if they use to interchange people in and out the group for the next 2 to 3 years, dude. I genuinely think we have our next Judgment Day on our hands, and I'm fucking dreading this shit. I really am. I really wouldn't be shocked though, man. They fucking went and did it, and Maxine's in the fucking group now, and essentially it's Liv and Dom again, but this time with the Vision. And my God, what are we doing here, brother? What are we doing? This shit blows. This group sucks. Theory has the worst chemistry with any of these guys. Braun just looks horrible in this group, man. It just kills his aura. Reed is going to have to come back to this group now. That's just great. And my God, we still have the Vision. And now they have Maxine Dupree. They fucking did it. They put Maxine Dupree, the first Paul Heyman girl, together in this group.
How terrible is that, bro? How fucking terrible is that, man? The Vision are now complete. After all the Maxine Dupree teasing, bro, they're in the back, and Paul Heyman walks up to them and he says, "You finally done something right." Theory says, "Well, thanks, wise man." And Heyman says, "No, I'm not talking to either of you. I'm talking to her." As it looks like Maxine gets the seal of approval as the first Paul Heyman girl. As my fucking God, they have lost the plot hard, very hard.
Lost the plot hard.
Yeah.
Braun was almost a world champion around a year ago, man. Isn't that crazy to think that around a year ago Braun had all the momentum to soon be a world champion?
100%, bro. 100%. And as a matter of fact, bro, about 7 months ago, he probably should have been on course to winning the championship.
He should have, especially with what they ended up doing, essentially. You might as well have just waited for this to be Punk's first world title and just have fucking Braun, just do Roman and Braun at WrestleMania at this point, man. You genuinely might as well. It would have helped Braun's case because he looks like an absolute schmuck out here nowadays.
He does.
He does. He looks like a joke.
Yeah. They fell off with him. They fell off with him, bro. This guy was in the fucking main event scene.
Looking sick. Everyone want him to win the world title, man, off of one image at a live show alone. And he's fucking holding a tag title that means nothing.
Yes,
bro. Because of Maxine Dupree.
Not only was there that fucking that sick image, dude. This guy took out the leader of his group that held the world title, and he never got it. How fucking incompetent do you have to be?
It's so stupid, man. It's so dumb.
Now this guy's tag champs again, and him and Austin Theory are going to be valeted by Maxine fucking Dupree. This is the guy that everybody was calling the next Batista. This is what he's doing now.
Exactly. He's in the discount Death Riders. That's what the fuck he's doing, bro. Now they finally have their Marina Shafir.
They fell off with him so bad. I can't. It is ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous how hard they fell off with Braun Breaker to where his career looked like it was going 7 months ago in
Mhm.
January to now in July. Night and fucking day, bro. Night and
Took
day.
out took out the leader of the group who was world champion. World champion was injured, so the title was vacated. Walked around with the title for weeks, and then just didn't win the title and just moved on. Like, to the tag division, mind you. My God, he should have won that fucking thing. I'll forever say that shit. Especially, man, especially if what you did in that main event you did, you were probably gonna do that anyway. Man, you should have. Man, I can't believe they didn't. They brought. He's a fucking tag team guy now. Look at that. What the fuck?
He took Rollins out. They
Mhm.
held like a little like tournament, if you
Mhm.
will, because Punk was the number one contender at the time, and he didn't even make it to the finals of that. I don't even think he was in that tournament. It was
Nope.
Jay Uso and CM Punk.
Fucking disgrace, dude. What a fucking
Absolutely,
they completely failed him.
absolutely ridiculous, man. How he looked, how he looked 7 months ago to now is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, bro. So yeah, they walk off or drive off or whatever, and then the Alpha Academy run up and they're heartbroken. And I'm assuming this is going to be where Chad Gable comes in. I'm assuming.
I'm assuming I'm probably assuming that's where he comes in and like they he's like, oh, I'm sorry for all this, and when like they reconcile and whatnot, and we waste Chad Gable's time at SummerSlam with the Vision and Maxine Dupree.
Ay ay ay. We then get Sol Ruka defeating Raquel Rodriguez
How could they?
as the Judgment Day try to cheat, but Io Sky comes out for the save, saving Sol Ruka and her championship from Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Rodriguez.
Big money. Cool.
Oh my God! Here's the genius of the Sky, Io Sky, taking out the
I,
Judgment
they,
Day.
they really do that a lot, man. Genius little guy, EO's guy. Oh, brother. Um, fucking more Judgment Day stuff. They tried to, do the group effort, and it doesn't work, and now they're all going to be mad at each other. And we've been saying this for 3 years now, dude. I just, I'm just done, bro. I'm just done. I really am. And now they're like focusing on the Danhausen stuff too. My God, man. My God.
Yeah, he's got a big money jersey on the line here.
Big money jersey, exactly, Dan, because of the Knicks, because Danhausen helped the Knicks win, so they gave him a gift, and the Judgment Day stole it because he scammed them out of money, essentially. And now, he's got to get his jersey back at Madison, at MSG, where the Knicks won, because he helped the Knicks win, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I know. They only fucking tell it to you ever like 6 times per episode. Um,
Literally.
Paul Heyman, bro, what was this promo? What was this, dude? This
Oh,
was simply we want to show the crowd Obafemi. Like
you
what?
could have just had Oba come out and talk for himself, and that was it. Heyman, man, he just, dude just yaps. I can't with Heyman no more, bro. I really can't.
Yeah, he's you know Paul Heyman's out there talking about, Brock Lesnar is going to beat Oba. He woke up the beast in Brock Lesnar. Then Oba walks out there and, says, Brock is, you talk about Brock beating all these legends, and none of these legends are me. And then he said something like, "We have to walk through. Brock's gonna have to walk through hell to get to heaven." Then he talked about how Paul Heyman isn't an advocate; he's just a mouth. Yeah, yeah, he is a fucking
Yeah,
mouth at this
essentially.
point. Um, yeah, I mean, the again, I'm excited to see what they could do inside Hell in a Cell. Um, it, it's I'm I don't really know what else there's to be said. I don't know what else there is to again. I don't know what else there is to be said over the next month. Um, we kind of seen these guys in the ring, you know, through
A lot.
the Mania build and then the Clash in Italy build. I don't know. I don't really know what else there is much more to be said here, to be quite honest.
I really don't think there is. Like, they've been able to keep the matches pretty original and dynamic between the two, which is very good. But overall, like, the promos and, what they could say to each other, they essentially ran out of shit to say, man. That's why probably should have just kept it at one, like we said. But they fucking did the thing where they just have to always bite off more than they could chew. And they did 3 of these matches, and they essentially already ran out of shit to say to each other. They announced Brock for next week. I'm sure he's going to say some stuff. Alwa's going to come out. He's going to say some stuff, and they're going to brawl. And this is essentially going to be the next month up until SummerSlam. They're going to talk a little and brawl. Then Heyman the next week might talk a little. Will come out. They're going to talk. Next week Brock's there. They're going to brawl. It's going to be the fucking same most repetitive thing where they essentially say nothing to each other because they already said everything. And I don't think they realized they should have kept it at one match. They really should have, but they just had to. They just had to do 3.
Yes, beat the dead horse like they always do.
They love doing that.
Yeah, again, pretty useless. This was honestly, to me, just a way for them to say, "Oh, I think the Chicago crowd would have fun doing the Oba chants, and they could get their crowd shots of people doing the Oba strut." So, I honestly think that that's really all they sent him out there for, to be quite honest. But
Oh, yeah.
at this point in the night, we got word that Cody Rhodes was confirmed to be out. Sami Zayn, then he thinks he's done for the night. Adam Pearce tells him, "Prepare like you are, like you still have a championship to defend, because I promised Chicago a world championship match in the main event, and the match is still official." Sami Zayn looks a little scared. Earlier in the night, oh well, for this segment, it was at this point when they said Cody was out.
I knew it.
Or I'm sorry, no, it was the segment before this when they said Cody was at the
Let's take it to a
hospital
hospital.
taking scans. I was like, oh yeah, I see where this is going. And then this segment here, all but I was like, oh okay, this just confirmed everything I was thinking throughout the night. I was like, all right, it's go time. And then they did another segment a little bit later in the night where Adam Pearce was struggling to find somebody, and Nick Aldis came up and he said, "Well, all I had to do was make one successful phone call." I don't know who the fuck Adam Pearce was trying to reach. Um,
That's my thing, bro. Like, what was he doing? Like, you're in Chicago. Who else are you gonna call? You know what I mean? Like, who were you calling, bro? He said he called like 3 separate people. Who are they? Was one of them Drew McIntyre? He was like, bro, nah, I'm in Hollywood. I'm good. That's all you, bro.
was he
Hang up.
was he trying to fucking call Enzo and Cass? Was he trying to call Adam Page? Who the fuck
You
was he trying
know,
to call?
who was he calling, bro? Like, it was the obvious answer who to call. We all knew it. Hell, the moment that fucking Cody got taken out, that was what half of the people knew. Like, come on, man. Come on.
So ridiculous.
It's so just obvious.
So um so yeah, again at that point of the night, I knew exactly where this was going. Then this leads us to a Rusev and Ethan Page versus Chad Gable and Dragon Lee match. This got set up earlier in the night because Rusev and Ethan Page were beefing with Penta because there's a number one contender gauntlet match next week with Rusev, Ethan Page, Dragon Lee, Joe Henry, Chad Gable. There might be one other name in there. I'm saying it right now. There's only one right answer to that question. And if it ain't him, we got a big fucking problem next Monday. Which I gotta say, they had Gable get laid out here tonight, so I'm thinking, you know, they had him, get laid out by the Accolade to Bangaranga. I didn't want to lose to Hangman Oranga over here, and I'm kind of thinking based off of just that, there's a good chance he'll win next week. I'm hoping.
I hope so, man. I really hope so. They've also had like Henry kind of come in at the end of this match to have the big moment. So it also like makes me hope. That makes me hope he doesn't win next week. But if it's not Gable, funny enough, it probably is Henry. If it's not Gable, which, like you said, I might kill myself. But I think, at least I hope, that they're gonna go with Gable, man. Either way, this was the most nothing broad tag match in the world. You had Fake Demon and Ethan Page out there. You had Lee and Gable, and they just had a bunch of accolades to everybody by the Fake Demon. And yeah, I hope the Fake Demon gets out like first next week, man. Whoever he loses to, I wonder if he's gonna be bigger than Hangman. Because I kind of doubt it, man. Kind of doubt it. But didn't want to lose to Hangman, so he came here, and he's putting people in accolades, the Bangaranga accolades, and maybe Bangaranga might make it to SummerSlam in some capacity, man. You never know.
I think he is going to boomerang right off of the SummerSlam logo because I don't think he's making it to SummerSlam.
If he does make it, that means Ethan Page made the show, and he's going to be by his side on that show. That's the only way he's making SummerSlam.
Brother, I'm telling you right now, we're going to have a problem, a big problem, if we get to this gauntlet match next week and Chad Gable loses to any of these fucking scrubs in this match. Especially
Henry to win it?
Rusev,
Oh.
Mr. fucking Fake Demon Day, and Joe Henry. If he, bro,
He's the Redeemer. What if he redeems himself in this match next week, and he's the Redeemer, again, and he gets it back, the Bangaranga Redeemer? Nah, that don't work. The Redeemeranga? I don't know, the fucking catchphrase he came up with sucked. Either way, you get the Fake Demon out there, and I hope he loses.
terrible, bro. Absolutely terrible. The reason I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be Gable is because they like don't really care about Rusev, but for some reason this week, they had him get the big victory and look like some unbeatable monster,
Gable.
even though everybody know he's like the most beatable person ever. He I feel like they're just doing that to, make the match next week more compelling or make it look like there's a giant roadblock for everybody in the match, which obviously people that know ball know that, Rusev's a fake demon, but,
And I think that is what they're setting up next week. He is a fake demon, and I could definitely see, maybe fake demon getting through one or two of them, and I could see like Ethan Page coming out, and Miro doesn't expect my Rusev, whatever you want to call the loser, and I could see Page kind of like turning on him essentially, and finally screwing him over to get him out the match. Where I think Chad Gable would later come in and win the match. That's my kind of prediction for what the match happens. How the match goes.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. 100%. So, this dude was getting Rusev Day chance.
Talk about a nostalgia act.
Yeah, nothing like his old gimmick being more over than his new bullshit. I thought that was kind of funny.
You don't think Bangaranga's over?
Bangarang on my fucking ass, bro. That shit is fucking terrible. He hit a accolade on Fake Demon, hit an accolade on the on Dragon Lee, and they attacked Dragon afterwards. They also attacked Gable afterwards. Then we get a save from Joe Henry. And Joe Henry, fucking just as soon as he got called out there, went back to his weekly duties of being the fucking weekly beat up. And he, it's bad when you got beat up by fucking Bangarang, a loser, in Rusev. This dude was stoked, man. This was the one week he got to look legit out there, bro. And yeah, and next week they're gonna send him packing. But Rusev, at least he got one good week out there, man. I'll give him that. He wanted better for his career though, man. So he's doing this bullshit. And so they won and they laid out all the baby faces, which does give me good hope that fucking, not that I had any hope, that Rusev is not going to SummerSlam anyways.
I hope not, man. I hope he's off the card.
Yeah, me too. Jimmy is being interviewed outside of Allstate Arena. He says he's going to go to SmackDown and get Solo. They say this every week, but, like, is there any progress with this? Like, I'm going to go to SmackDown and get Solo. How many fucking times does it take you to get Solo?
Dude, it's been like a month where every interaction with either the Usos or Jacob Fatu, obviously, one of the Usos wasn't here tonight. Wonder why, but that's not it's not going to be podcast business. That's going to be make fun of them in private business. But either way, man, every week, bro. Orange shot bow, man. He was giving that orange shot bow. But I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not. I'm really not. I don't care. But every
She's the baddest
week,
one down there.
She's the baddest one down there, bro. She's mine. She's mine. He fucking brought her on himself at the end of the day. But every fucking week, interchange the three of them, and one of the three say, I gotta go deal with Solo on SmackDown. Every week, and they go to SmackDown, they either can't find Solo, like last week, I don't know where the fuck Solo was. They either can't find Solo, or they antagonize him, and he just antagonizes them back on the next episode of Raw, or that episode of Raw, they say they gotta go deal with the Solo problem. What the fuck is going on, bro? I genuinely don't know what's going on, man, but he's gonna be on SmackDown next week to get Solo, whatever the fuck that means. Which is literally gonna be him going up to Solo, telling him to rejoin the Bloodline, Solo telling him no, and more drama unfolds every week, every fucking week.
Remember in 2024 when I suggested that WWE should, in an effort to separate the Bloodline and Cody, move the Bloodline to Monday Night Raw in 2024 to freshen everything up? They're just doing it now.
They're just doing it now.
Great stuff there.
Good Lord. You gotta go get Solo.
So he sees LA Knight then starts running up on Jimmy Uso. And before he can even get a word out, he gets pummeled by Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu looks down at him, says, lame ass, and they both walk off. And LA Knight just fucking lies there. Great. The dude that just baked Seth Rollins already got punished for it.
Already got punished. I'm sure he's going to be punished next week because I'm sure on Friday he's going to help Solo in some way. Then next week, he's going to have to face one of the fucking members of the Bloodline, or he's going to get beat. My God. Holy hell, what are we doing, man? And what are we doing with this Bloodline story, man? Now it already feels like such a meaningless part of the show already. Even though it's the whole show damn near, but it still feels so meaningless because it's what are we doing? Your whole SummerSlam story is them trying to get Solo back in the fucking group. What are we doing here with LA Knight pestering them and joining sides with Solo, who doesn't want to rejoin the blood? What the fuck have they done to the Bloodline story, bro? They completely shit on it. They completely shit on the great story they once had.
Yeah, they did, bro. They did. And again, LA Knight, man, has one good night here today where he out promoed Seth Rollins, I would say, on this night. And they throw him to the ground at the end of the night and call him a lame ass and walk away as he fucking lays there. Ridiculous. I don't, again, I don't do this. Am I watching fucking SmackDown reruns from 2024, 2023, or whatever it was, with LA Knight and the Bloodline? Is this what I'm watching here? Am I watching reruns from last year before LA Knight got moved to Raw, where he was getting his ass beat by the MFTs? What am I watching here, bro? What am I watching here? And then again, this whole stuff with Solo. How many fucking weeks are you guys gonna handle Solo? Can you handle Solo at this point? It doesn't look like you can. What are you guys talking
Doesn't
about?
look
Every week.
every week, bro. The MFDs handled Solo better than the Bloodline could have, bro. They said, "All right, deuces," and left him, and they're trying to get him back to no avail every week.
Golly, man. We get a Bailey promo where she talks about Lyra exploiting her trust. She says she trusted Lyra from the day she met her because she knew that she was just a fan who loved this. She challenges Lyra to meet her next week in the middle of the ring. Well,
Very good, man. Mhm.
other than with Chad Gable could possibly be number one contender this next week, and we're getting a Bailey Lyra face to face, man. Next week could there could be some upside to next week, I must say.
Could be, man. Obviously, always on Raw, the mid card stuff just fucking excels on this show, man. It is better than fucking anything the world title's doing, or fucking anything the other world title that's on the show for some reason is doing. But either way, very good little promo video from Bailey. Kind of, the other side of what Lyra's was last week, man. Calling her out for a face to face. Bailey was pretty emotional in this, man, and I'm gonna continue to go with that conspiracy, man. That SummerSlam might be the last Bailey in this company, man. It really might be. I think this is kind of just starting to feel like a farewell.
A little bit, bro. A little bit. I could absolutely see it, man. I could absolutely see it. Um, yeah. Good segment. I'm excited for what they do next week, and yeah, I could very well see maybe there being some sort of stipulation or something like that where SummerSlam, or at least towards the end of the year, I think we're gonna wrap up seeing Bailey in WWE. Man, I think this.
Like we are.
Excuse me. I think this could be maybe the last ride for Bailey in WWE, man. But the main event was Sami Zayn versus his mystery opponent, where it ended up being none other than obviously CM Punk. CM Punk got the whole Allstate arena, garage door entrance where he was standing there. Um, came out to a hometown ovation, as you can imagine. He looked
Was
pretty
that the
jacked.
same?
Mm-hmm.
He did. Was that the same door that fucking that opened when Drew beat him up? Was that the same Allstate
Same
door?
door. Same door. Yep.
Okay, I thought it was. I thought it was. So that was a cool little callback. I like the entrance.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Um, so he comes out to a hometown ovation, looking pretty jacked. He was looking pretty jacked, I
Hmm.
must say. We've kind of been seeing some images of him circling around with the past couple months he's been gone. I heard he did put on like 20 pounds of muscle. I think that's what I heard.
It's insane.
So yeah, he looked good.
Uh,
He looked
uh,
good. He looked good. He looked
no, he did.
very
He
in
looked really
shape.
good. He did. He looked really in shape. I like the hair he had, man. I love when he has that like long semi in his face hair. I think he looked beast with that shit.
Yeah,
And he looked great out there. He really did.
he did. He did. Um, I wish he would just commit to that 2022 full wet hair look.
I
That
really
was
wish he
sick.
would, man. Yeah, that shit was so tough, man. Ugh.
So, Sammy and Punk, dude. Now, I'll say maybe like the last 5 minutes of the match, they actually let us watch some match, but the
Mhm.
whole like 10-15 minutes before that, dude, I probably watched maybe like 5 minutes worth of a match, bro. Like
Dude,
legitimately, it was like every 2 seconds we were going to an ad break, bro. Like the main event, the WWE Championship match, bro. Seriously,
no, literally, dude. Like, if I remember correctly, I think it was 2 6-minute ad breaks in the match, but the match is around 20 minutes. You had about 8 minutes of match on television, which is fucking insane. Um, and it was literally a sequence of the match, went to commercial, match came back, like a 3-minute sequence, 6-minute ads again. Fucking brutal. And like you said, near the end of the match, the big like 5-minute ending sequence of the match was really good, and we got to see it. But man, as a watching audience, I'm sure the folks in the arena got to see a really good match. The viewers at home didn't, for the most part.
mm-hmm. No, 100%. Um, the last part of the match, again, the final couple minutes of the match, were very good. They were very good. It was a kick ass match. These two, obviously, you can expect nothing less from these two, man. Um, put on an absolute banger here, for the Chicago crowd. CM Punk ends up winning the match with a GTS to Sami Zayn in, like I said, what was a very good match to win his first WWE championship since what, 2013. Obviously not counting
Crazy.
the world heavyweight title, but um man, happy for Punk. Like I said, I am happy for Punk. Again, I'm waiting for my apologies, bro. I'm waiting for my apologies. Everybody that called me fucking crazy when I said that Sami Zayn would not make it to SummerSlam as WWE champion, I was called crazy, and here we are, and I was right. Um absolutely absolutely ridiculous. What a ridiculous way of going about Sami Zayn's first world title reign, man. His very first world title reign, 9 days of a title reign. And this is nobody but WWE's fault, man. This is nobody but Triple H's fault. The fact that you've even conditioned somebody like me, your audience, to think, to even condition our minds to just automatically going to, instead of being happy for Sami Zayn, the first thing, at least I know, my mind went to was, this is gonna be a here damn title reign. And that's what it was. You've done two of those this year. You gave Drew a here damn title reign. You gave Sami Zayn a here damn title reign. And if people keep complaining about the Cody Rhodes stuff, or maybe it's going to evolve into the CM Punk and Cody Rhodes stuff as well, I could see them giving Gunther a here damn title reign later in the year, just to mix it up for a pay-per-view or something like that, because that's what they like to do. They like to mix things up for 9 fucking days and then go back to what regularly scheduled programming. Again, happy for Punk. But at the end of the day, bro, Sammy deserved better than this. Sammy deserved way better than this. And this is all for CM Punk to go feud with Cody Rhodes. And all this was tonight was putting a boxing glove on the Cody Rhodes punch. It's still a punch, just gonna hurt a little bit less because you have the boxing glove on, and the boxing glove is CM Punk. And it's not gonna be quite as bad as a bare knuckle punch, but it's still gonna fucking hurt. But again, like I said in the open of the show, bro, they played the Chicago crowd like a fiddle. And again, like I said in the beginning of the show, can't really blame them, bro. You're not really gonna find a lot of people in Chicago that are gonna boo CM Punk. At the end of the day, you played him like a fucking fiddle. And all you did was mask what was going to be a nuclear Cody Rhodes uproar from winning the WWE Championship if he would have done it tonight. You had Punk soften the blow ultimately for what was supposed to be Cody's moment. And again, how happy can I really be about Punk winning the WWE Championship when at the end of the day I know he has a fucking one-way ticket to Cody Rhodes, and I'm not excited for that feud. The feud is two guys that want to be John Cena.
Essentially, man. And Punk, it's great seeing Punk again. He looked great tonight. The match was good, and I'm happy for his victory, man. He got to celebrate in Chicago again, in Chicago crowd. That was cool, man. But like you said, this it's all for Cody, essentially, man. Essentially Cody Rhodes won tonight, if you know what I mean. Because come SummerSlam, they're gonna be facing each other because that's the match they want, and more than likely, Cody Rhodes wins that match, man. And even if he doesn't win the match, he's gonna get the title back at some point, whether it's Mania, whether it's before Mania. And either way, this is all for Cody Rhodes, essentially, man. And like you said, it was just a cushion to make the fans not fucking go nuclear on this company, because that's the reaction I've seen so far. Sucks for Sami, but I do love Punk. Obviously, if it was Cody, fans would have went nuclear, and this was to soften the punch, man. When boxers put that little helmet on to soften those blows when they're
Yeah.
practicing. This is all this is, bro. You're still getting punched in the face for Cody Rhodes, man. And Punk is going to go to SmackDown. He's going to feud with Cody Rhodes. They're both going to chat it up and, be good guys. And, they are the champions of people. And like we said, man, if you think the backstage politics between Roman Reigns and CM Punk were bad, what do you think the Cody Rhodes and Punk backstage politics will be, man? That shit is gonna be insane. I don't know. I don't think WWE knows what they're getting themselves into. I don't think the fans know what they're getting themselves into, man. They want this. They got what they wanted for SummerSlam. I did see a lot of fans want both of these matches for SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes, Punk, and Roman and Seth. I wanted neither. We're getting fucking both. And I really don't care for anything in the world title scene for either world title in WWE now after this, man. So Cody Rhodes, I think high likelihood wins it back at SummerSlam, and when he does, if he does, boy, I will be laughing at all the people excited about tonight, man. And again, if not, he's still gonna win it at some point afterwards anyway. What's the point of any of this, man? Everything in especially the WWE title scene feels so pointless. It really does, man. Happy for Punk. He looked great. It was a cool celebration, cool moment. It sucks for the world title scene. It's all for Cody. And they gave Sami Zayn, a 9-day title reign for all the work he's done in this company. A 9-day, here damn title reign. Like we said it was going to be, man. Condolences go out to Sami Zayn, man. And, yeah, see, we're gonna see Punk probably on Friday, hamming it up with Cody. Cody's probably gonna come out, say he got screwed, the whole workaround, and the SummerSlam journey to hell will begin, man. So, I just feel sorry for Sami Zayn, man. I really do, cause 9 days, man. They gave him 9 days. That's insane.
So now there's only one question to ask: who had the worst here damn title reign, Sammy or Drew?
Damn, that's tough, dude. That's tough because Drew did get a title defense in there, I think, and he held it for a little longer. But in a way, I kind of cared for Drew's less. So I think for a lot of the fans, I think Sami Zayn got the worst one. but I cared about Sammy's more, if that makes sense, man. But I think Sammy got the worst end of the stick, but to me, as a viewer, I still think Drew's is kind of worse, man. What about you?
I think Sammy's was worse personally
Hmm,
because we cared about Sammy's more, but I
we
think we
did.
would have equally cared about Drew's more if that was Drew's first. I think
Yeah,
if it wasn't, because that was like Drew's third
that's
reign
true.
with the title, I think, people did care a little bit less. I think people did care more about Sammy's just based off the fact that it was
It's
his
his first.
first title reign. But in terms of who got the worst of it, I think it was Sammy. Drew got a little bit more time. He got a
Mhm.
little bit more time with it. And I also, again, I don't know if this does partially play to it. That Triple H video just makes Sammy so much worse too, man. Like seeing the
Oh,
Booker not give a ounce of a fuck that a guy just won
Sammy.
his first world championship, it makes the hit even worse, dude. It really does, because it's like you work so hard to be a WWE champion, and this is the reaction your booker gives you. It makes me feel even more bad for Sami Zayn in that sense. For me, I would say Sammy, but
I
I
definitely get that.
I see what you mean, definitely, about, like, I feel like we did care less about Drew's, but
If that makes like
yeah,
again, like I think Sammy himself got the worst end of the stick, and especially because you mentioned it is his first world title reign and it was Drew's third. Um, I think what helped Sammy again, and that was their goal, is the person taking it being CM Punk and not Cody. I think really does help, and really was the hindrance for Drew was Cody that just won it back.
yeah,
But they're both horrible. But I think Sammy did get screwed, company wise, way more, man. Like you said, that video of Triple H no selling essentially his title win in front of his face is insane, dude. That shit is insane. And 9 fucking days they gave that man. 9 days is insane.
absolutely ridiculous, man. He damn near, uh geez, I don't know where we went so wrong, man. It feels like damn near overnight this dude just turned into one of the most shit bookers you could possibly fucking imagine, man. And one of the most just ungenuine people
Oh
in the wrestling business today, man. It's just, I don't know what the fuck he's focused on these days, but it seems like he's just focused on a bunch of bullshit is what he's focused on. He's focused on what he's focused on, and
Cody.
what he's focused on sucks, which is
No,
Cody, yes.
exactly. It's
Um,
always Cody.
and everything else he doesn't give a fuck about. But um, I don't know, man. Yeah, I at the end of the day, this is how sad is it that this is the second here damn title reign they did this year, man?
I
God,
know that's
I feel so bad for both of these guys, man, and ridiculous, absolutely
it's
ridiculous, man.
ridiculous. And it is ridiculous, man. And like you said, I wouldn't be shocked if Gunther gets a Here Dame title reign, or if Randy also possibly
Yeah.
is the other one to get the Here Dame title reign this year. I think there might be a third one, and it's either going to be Gunther or Randy. And my God, they just love their Here Damn back to Cody, essentially title reigns. Because again, was it Cody that beat Sammy? No. But essentially, it was Cody that beat Sammy because it was Cody politics for the world title that beat Sami Zayn at the end of the day, man. So it's just going back to Cody. And SummerSlam for me just doesn't excite me in the slightest so far. To me, if they do it right at this point, only two things that are probably going to excite me on the show are Gable and Penta and Lyra and Bailey. That might be the only things I care about on that show, genuinely.
Yeah. 100%. 100%, bro. And that was that, man. That was that. I gotta say, boy, did they give Chicago quite the show here tonight. This was ridiculous. I again, fans, fans are eating this up now, but just fucking wait till we get to this Cody Rhodes and CM Punk feud, and it is going to be nauseating television. I can almost guarantee that to you, man. It is going to be nauseating watching these two have a chat off with each other. But this is what WWE opts to do. This is what they want to do. They want to, again, they want to sit there and act like they want to sit there and act like they fucking act like they control their fans like a fiddle, and on nights like tonight it definitely works. But I could tell you, in the long term, hopefully people will catch on to it, man, because this was some absolute tomfoolery here tonight, bro. Yeah, again, man, we are on a road to SummerSlam that just does not look all that appealing to me, bro. Did you also see people thinking apparently people are thinking the Hell in a Cell is going to be purple?
Dude, why?
Because if you
no.
apparently in the graphics to the match, they showed a picture of the Hell in a Cell and it was purple. And then if you look at the Oba and Brock graphic, the graphic says Hell in a Cell. Hell in a is in yellow, and the only thing that's purple is the word cell. So a lot of people are thinking the cell is going to be fucking purple.
If it's purple, then Triple H brain has truly rotted, and he's a feral ghoul at this point, man. He has gone feral. He's a fucking lobotomite. His brain rotted, and my god, a purple cell. No one in the Judgment Day either. This is for Oba and Brock, brother. Oh man, I didn't even know that, dude. Now I'm even more scared, dude.
Okay, check your Twitter. I sent it
that
to
we
you.
earlier.
No, I just found it and sent it to you right now.
Oh no.
So you could see it. Yeah, they played like a little video package, and like they completely edited the cell to be purple. So
Oh my god,
yep.
these comments are morons. They're all okay with it.
Are they?
At least some of the top ones. I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't see why not. It'd be a nice change of pace. I'm actually so here for this. Minnesota Vikings colors. I wouldn't mind that, to BH. Holy shit. That better just be just promotional, graphics colors. Because my god, it's essentially the Vince McMahon red cell all over again. But this time, it's the Triple H purple cell. My god. The devil, the greatest trick that ever pulled was making him believe he didn't exist because he still exists, and now he possesses that bald Nazi, Triple H.
What a fucking joke.
That bald coward.
I don't know, man. This company, is such a joke, and they're getting real fucking old real quick, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Really fucking old. This shit sucks. I'm tired of these. I'm tired of this same ass way of going about their booking, bro. This is terrible stuff. Absolutely terrible and repetitive.
It's terrible. It's repetitive. It's annoying, and it's really repetitive, man. I mean, they just recycle shit. They recycled the Bloodline. They're essentially recycling Liv Dom, but now with the Vision. They're still recycling the Judgment Day Liv Dom with them themselves. This is just horrible, man. Cody Rhodes is a constant world champion, or he's constantly facing for the same title. This is just what is there to care about with this company, man? And especially, obviously we care about like the Chad Gables and the Lyras, and we care about them now. Are they truly going to invest in them in the future? Probably not at this point. I can't trust them. I can't trust them.
I can't either, bro. I genuinely can't either, dude. Especially the way they've been treating guys like Braun and stalling Oba's momentum. Again, it's as a viewer, what do you watch for? What's the payoff you get? Because I know for a lot of years, a lot of people attach themselves, and I know because I'm one of those people. I attached myself
Mm.
to the story of Sami Zayn finally getting his world championship, and I was emotionally invested in that at one point. And then to finally see him get it, and all I could think about is how quick are they going to have him drop it, and then it actually comes to fruition. This this is not the kind of payoffs you should want your audience to watch for.
Expect.
That's a
Ex-
letdown.
It's a complete letdown, man. And the company's doing real good with that this year. And they're just completely letting everything down every week this year, man. And I'm dreading SummerSlam. And I don't think we're in for a good 2026 at this point. They really would have to turn this ship around if that would be the case. And I don't think they will.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man, but that's everything we got. That's everything we got here today for you guys. This has been episode 307 of NHP Unscripted. And thank you guys, as always, everybody who joined us. We got Manager Logan, Flex, Jumpin' Jeff, OG. Thank you guys, as always, for joining us, as it has been a pleasure for my Johnny.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of NHP. That is going to do it for another edition of NHP Unscripted. Thank you guys, as always. Thank you guys. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all on Friday with the news.
Peace.